Let's take a look through this morning's newspapers, where Alexander Isak is dominating the majority of the back pages. This is the Daily Mail. Isak goes AWOL. They report that the Newcastle striker is in Spain alone, using the training facilities of his former club, Real Sociedad, while Newcastle are out in the Far East for their pre-season preparations. The paper say that Isak could face a club fine if he's left Tyneside without the knowledge of the club, and it comes as Newcastle insists he's not for sale, despite him being the prime target of Liverpool this summer.
The transfer window may be closed, but the story of Alexander Isak's potential move to Liverpool refuses to fade. In a development that has sent shockwaves through both Spain and England, reports have emerged that Isak has been spotted training alone at Real Sociedad's Zubieta facilities, far away from his current club Newcastle United. Sources close to the player suggest that this is no ordinary off-season fitness regime. The Swedish striker is said to be making a quiet, calculated statement: he wants Liverpool. Eyewitnesses in San Sebastián have described an unusual sight. Isak, dressed in neutral training gear without any Newcastle branding, has been working with a small personal coaching team on the pristine pitches where he once honed his craft in La Liga. There are no official club staff from Newcastle in sight, no teammates alongside him, just focused, solitary sessions under the warm Basque sun. For a player still under contract in the Premier League, this kind of arrangement is rare, and it has fueled speculation that Isak is positioning himself for a move away, with Anfield the destination at the forefront of his mind. Those close to Isak say the decision to return to Real Sociedad's training grounds is not coincidental. The facilities are familiar to him. It was here that he transformed from a promising young forward into one of Europe's most complete strikers. It's a place where he feels comfortable, where he can work without distraction, and where he has personal relationships with staff who helped shape his career. While Newcastle's season has been marred by inconsistency and whispers of financial constraints, Isak's performances have continued to attract elite-level suitors, none more so than Liverpool, whose interest in the Swede dates back several transfer windows. The Liverpool link has only grown stronger in recent months. Jürgen Klopp is said to be an admirer of Isak's versatility, intelligence on the ball, and ability to finish under pressure. With the German manager looking to reshape Liverpool's attack for the next era, Isak is viewed as a player who could slot seamlessly into the high-intensity, fluid front line. Sources suggest Liverpool have kept a close eye on his situation at Newcastle and are aware of his desire to compete at the highest level, particularly in the Champions League, where he could test himself against Europe's elite. While training alone in Spain may appear to be a personal decision, it carries significant symbolism. In the football world, a player's location during a period away from club duty can send powerful signals. For Isak, choosing Spain over Newcastle's facilities is being interpreted by many as a subtle yet unmistakable message to his current employers: his mind is set on a new chapter. The fact that he is not using a neutral private training venue, but specifically the home of his former club, only adds fuel to the fire. Newcastle, for their part, have remained tight-lipped. Officially, the club insists that Isak has been granted permission to train independently to manage his fitness ahead of the international break. Privately, however, there is growing concern within St. James Park that the situation could escalate into a transfer standoff. With the January window still months away, they face the prospect of one of their most valuable assets mentally drifting away from the team, potentially impacting performances on the pitch. Fans of both Newcastle and Liverpool have been quick to react. On Tyneside, there is disappointment and frustration. Many had hoped Isak would be a central figure in Newcastle's project under Eddie Howe, leading them in their push for consistent European qualification. Losing him to a direct Premier League rival, especially Liverpool, would be a bitter blow. In contrast, Liverpool supporters have responded with excitement. Social media is buzzing with images of Isak in training, with captions imagining him in the famous red shirt and alongside Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, and Dominic Szoboszlai. Real Sociedad fans, meanwhile, have enjoyed a sense of nostalgia. Many still hold fond memories of the Swede's time in San Sebastián, where his goals, flair, and work rate helped the club achieve European qualification. Some have even made their way to the training complex to catch a glimpse of him, taking photos and wishing him luck, whether he stays in England or not. From a tactical standpoint, Isak's potential move to Liverpool makes perfect sense. Klopp's side have been searching for a forward who can combine the predatory instincts of a traditional striker with the mobility and intelligence to drop deep or drift wide. Isak's profile fits this mold perfectly. His ability to link play, press from the front, and exploit space behind defenses would give Liverpool a new dimension in attack. Moreover, his calmness in big moments, something he demonstrated time and again in Spain and the Premier League, is exactly what Liverpool need in high-pressure matches. However, the financial aspect of any deal will be complex. Newcastle are under no obligation to sell and will demand a fee that reflects both Isak's ability and his importance to the squad. Liverpool, while willing to invest in top-tier talent, have typically avoided overpaying for players, preferring calculated deals. The Reds would likely explore creative payment structures, including installments and performance-related add-ons, to make any move feasible under financial fair play regulations. For now, Isak continues his solitary sessions at Sociedad, working on his sharpness, fitness, and finishing drills with quiet determination. Those who have watched him closely say he appears highly motivated, focused, and in peak physical condition, as if preparing for something significant on the horizon. Every photograph, every short video clip of his training, is scrutinized online by fans and pundits alike, searching for clues about his next move. Whether or not Liverpool act on their long-standing interest in the coming windows remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Isak's decision to train alone in Spain has transformed a simmering transfer rumor into a blazing storyline. His connection to Real Sociedad, his desire to play at the highest level, and the timing of this move away from Newcastle's base have all combined to create a narrative that will dominate headlines until a resolution is reached. And perhaps that is exactly what Isak intends. Without uttering a single public word, he has put his future firmly back in the spotlight. For Liverpool, it may be the clearest signal yet that one of Europe's most complete forwards is ready and waiting to answer their call. For Newcastle, it is a reminder of the fragile nature of holding onto world-class talent in an era where ambition and opportunity can pull even the most committed players towards new horizons. Anfield awaits, the speculation grows, and somewhere in the Basque Country, Alexander Isak keeps training alone, but with the weight of two footballing cities watching his every move.